What is going on, everybody? Hello. Welcome to another edition of NBA Lindy's, but not just everyday NBA Lindy's. Hang on, gotta get my mic set up. Still, whatever. We got ourselves live with Lindy. That is me. I'm Lindy. We're going to be covering NBA Pick'em like we have the last couple of days. I'm going to open up the board a little bit. We'll talk about some of the other bets, some other things that are really standing out to me for today's slate. But we got 10 games. We're not just talking about a few games here and there. We got a full 10 games. And yes, getting ahead of Jalen Johnson news last night was nice. It surely was. Boy, did that come in handy. If you don't know what we're talking about, you should probably check out Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. I'm putting that out every single Sunday through Thursday night from Monday through Friday's NBA slates. And that ends up being useful. Lindy, hello, West Bolden. Howdy, friends. Howdy, friends. John the Bettist here, giving us a little, his best Jim Nance coming on in. Well, I shot 89 over at the Raven. That was useful. I was going to say, Ravens, beautiful times. Beautiful times. Is this Todd? I don't know. I was going to go hit golf balls maybe after this. I don't know. I got my buddy Rinpack coming into town, though. He's going to be staying the night with me. So I'm very excited to see him. One of the GOATs of the NBA DFS streets. No question about that one. Yeah, we're going to go have some din-din. We're going to go have some fun. But right now, we're going to make some of that money, I hope, because Gui Santos really hated us yesterday. That was the only pick'em square out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that I ended up playing that didn't hit. And obviously, he was the one threaded throughout Underdog. So you know what that means? Apocalyptic type stuff. But I can't believe how badly they destroyed Memphis. And also, why is it that the guys that I bet to rebound against Memphis don't rebound and it's everybody else on their team? It's a little tilting, especially when they're like the better rebounders. I don't know if it's like, hey, we have the night off because we're up 24 and I don't have to try very hard and we're on a back-to-back and it's just annoying. I'm heavy on Jarris Walker Klingon. Klingon just got downgraded. I don't think he plays basketball today. Fading MPJ. All right, we can take a look at that. No, you missed your second half PP play. I did, David Deckenroad. That's correct. I did. I brought up the prize picks. I was just thinking of the main slate ones. By the way, we got tons of CLV on that one. You had Jamal Murray get ruled out in the first quarter, and prize picks didn't change their fantasy score until he was officially ruled out. So we had like a good 10-minute window to be able to get that in. Had the over a 5.5 assists that I combined from, well, let me just show you how much that got nuked too. But just an insane amount of CLV that was pain and suffering personified. I think Poppy's onto something in the premium Discord. Maybe CLV is not all that it cracked up to be, but it surely is when you take a pretty sizable stand on one, Jalen Johnson being out for today. They're playing the Wizards. I was pretty convinced that we weren't going to see him playing basketball today. And boy, that came to fruition. That makes me happy. And now Dyson Daniels up to 6.5 minus 115 and 6.5 minus 184 on Underdog. And remember when we had that combined with that prize picks fantasy score combo of Christian Brown, Cameron Johnson, and then we got ourselves 10 games here. Let's start breaking it all down. Underdog for prize picks, but Underdog, why are we prioritizing that? Because they went to 2-pick format being 3.5x, also known as plus 250, 6.5x for 3-pick plus 550. That is the best that we have in the entire industry. Who can read lips? Well, you can hear me now. I hope you can hear me now. In a battle with technology. I'm always in a battle of technology. But we got J Metal K, we got John the Bettis, we got a lot of the cool people, my favorite people from the Lindy and Friends Discord. That is rocking and rolling here. Just to throw this out here on the onset before I start giving you all of the plays, all of the information. Promo code second half is still rocking for you. easiest way you can get every single thing that I put out on a day in, day out basis is to be in that Discord. Even when I'm battling technology and the world is turned against us, I'm out there finding any way I can to get my plays into you. We ended up getting that PrizePicks card out, and it was useful because that was a 3 of 3, about as easy as it gets. And well, after the 3 days previous to it in Pick'em, that was very, very necessary. But feel good about the process. We're going to be utilizing the stochastic props tool. We're going to be utilizing Odd Shopper's Odd Screen. We're going to be utilizing a lot of my favorite resources in the NBA streets, and we're going to find some plays for you. But you want to get all the cards because I'm sure there's going to be plenty of them more coming. Less than $1 a day to jump in to the Discord. All right, let's cover what we already know. We got Davion Mitchell, Norman Powell, questionable. And so we know Bam Adebayo, Andrew Wiggins, Pell Larson, those are going to be guys that benefit, but Tyler Hero would probably be jumping into that starting unit. Jaime Jaquez would look better. Somebody who hasn't played as well so far in like the last month relative to how good he looked October through January. You can look at that by month. You can go into the old EPM and look at the individual players, but Miami Heat, those are two massive pieces, mainly because Davion Mitchell, he starts, that's going to eat up a lot of those assists, and you remove him, anything, whether it's Kasparis, Jack Eunice, or, Jaime Jaquez, Khalil Ware, they probably don't go to that double big lineup here in this spot, but I don't know. Maybe you feel like throwing it out there against Barlow. I think Bam against Joel Embiid, kind of our main event. USA teammates in France. Those are good times. Joel Embiid had 3 nationalities that he could have chosen to pick. He could have gone Canada. He could have gone France. He chose the winning team. So good pick by Joel Embiid, even though we couldn't even play him minutes in those spots. And Bam Adebayo played over him. So maybe revenge in his heart now that he's healthier. Who knows? I'm just making up narratives because it's more fun. But yeah, Norman Powell, if he ends up out, obviously the usage for everybody across the board, Andrew Wiggins, Tyler Hero, and company, everything looks a lot better. And I just thought that things might get better. We got ourselves Charlotte and Indy with Andrew Nembhard. This is such a disturbing spot for DFS today. We're going to be paying very close attention to that. Castle, been dinged up. Keldon Johnson, also on the NBA injury report. And I've brought this up multiple times. NBA injury report. Just type it in. Always be looking at it. It updates nonstop throughout the day. Try to get ahead of some news here and there. But yeah, Pascal Siakam, doubtful. This entire Pacers thing, the first thing you look at when you pull it up, and it is just filthy. It is a filthy place to go hang your hat. But San Antonio and Brooklyn, yeah, San Antonio specifically on this back-to-back. I'm going to be paying close attention to that. Jalen Suggs sat out the last few with the back strain. Haven't seen him in the post All-Star game. It's been a hot second. He played the one game, but Nickeil Alexander-Walker, still waiting on that news. That's a little bit annoying to me because I would really like him to get out as well. Pretty confident that we're going to get the Moge start coming off of the fact that he started that second half in the last game. Don't think there's any way that they mix that up. Jonathan Kuminga, maybe those minutes can ramp up here on this back-to-back. We'll talk about it. This one is something I really want to take advantage of and pick him on this program. Klingon and Robert Williams. We are missing both of the bigs. So we're going to dig into some of the rebound rates for other pieces on Portland and where those minutes could go. Spoiler alert, if you will. We might be looking at disturbing things, and Jeremy Grant not exactly the best rebounder this side of the Mississippi. Malik Monk questionable for Sacramento. We already got Keegan Murray, Russell Westbrook, and a number of other pieces ruled out. We got PJ Washington, Cooper Flagg continuing to be out on Dallas. Otherwise, pretty straightforward in the evening window. Now that we got this news, we got Keontae George, Lauri Markkanen both out. I'm on the New Orleans side. It's inflated to 7. Polly, I swear to God, CLV is a thing. We got it at 3.5 last night. Yeah, I had to pay a little bit more vig at -115. I don't really give a shit. I'm pretty happy about that. And Kawhi Leonard, John Collins in the late night window. If you end up out there, we might see a Benedict Mathurin start in 34 type minutes upside, but they like that off the roll bench, and he's going to play a ton no matter what, so don't get confused there. But I think that there's a lot for us to mine out. But I actually want to start on Utah. If you're in the premium Discord, you already know this, but I think this is a unbelievable situation to back Isaiah Collier. Isaiah Collier could legitimately play every minute of this game. And Eric, he hasn't done that in a few. You're right. You know who was there Vince Williams Jr., you know who's not there anymore and tore his ACL and is out for the season? Vince Williams Jr. There is no ball handler on this basketball team other than Isaiah Collier. Zero. And absolutely nobody's talking about it right now. And it confuses me because I think it's the most obvious thing in the entire world. Fortunately, if you're at Stochastic, even at these minutes allotments, I've got 3 Isaiah Collier plays that I've kind of got my eye on, played 2 of them already, the double-double and the rebounds plus assists, which is absolutely popping. Yeah, the model win's only at 42%, but I'm going to emphasize this again. There is no other ball handler that is currently on the roster for the Utah Jazz. And the last time that was the case, before Vince Williams Jr. got activated, he absolutely got nuked. Absolutely nuked. Oh, you're forgetting Sarah Marshall. Oh, dude. Sarah Marshall was fantastic. You did good work there. But I'm telling you, if you're in the betting streets right now, I'm keeping the betting streets open here as we're starting to talk about him first, because I do think there is not a bad play on the board for Isaiah Collier. I am much higher on his minutes than we currently are. I think there are lots of ways that this gets completely sent to the moon. Now, they're in massive tank mode, but New Orleans really isn't. And DeJounte Murray getting his debut was a good feel-good story. I'll remind people how bad DeJounte Murray was last season before the Achilles injury. It was abysmal. DeJounte Murray was horrendous. One of the worst basketball players in the NBA, shooting, period. 2025, played 31 games. I'm just going to point this out. 49.5% true shooting, awful. 44.5% effective field goal percentage, about as bad as it gets. Horrific at the rim, horrific from 3. Was making free throws. They're free, that's why it works that way. But there's obviously some really good things that he does as well. And I brought him up as kind of a talking piece on our last show because he had 10 potentials right from his get-go. But Isaiah Collier, 30.5 minutes, averaging 15.4 potentials over his last 5 games. Last game, 16 in 30 minutes. And that was the game we lost Vince Williams 8 minutes in. I think there's like 20 potential assists on the table for Isaiah Collier today. 25 if he plays the entire game. I just think there's a lot of ways. You know, Elijah Harkless is their next guy that would potentially be coming up for Utah to do any sort of ball handling. But 6'3", maybe they can get away with it. But look, he's not a ball handler by any means. I know it's just a ridiculous situation with Isaiah Collier today. And maybe they do everything they can to tank this one. Maybe they play whatever a Blake Hinson is. What are we doing? Like, what are we actually doing? Oscar Tshiebwe, by the way, center, formerly of the Kansas Jayhawks. We all know that guy. But Svi Mikhailuk ball handling? No. Bryce Sensabaugh ball handling? No. This is just one of those spots where if they're going to go back to what their old trends were, I do think Isaiah Collier is absurd. So we're going to be paying attention to that. Oh, yeah, we're going to get a 3-pick picks card play out for the people, but I'm going to obviously go, because this is for our purposes, Underdog and PrizePicks. Yay, PrizePicks yesterday. Boo, Guy Santos. Shame and suffering to your family. So Isaiah Collier, we've got some unders that are popping right now. Watch this, though, because this is just, if you know ball kind of a thing. We have him at 26.5 minutes, and I cannot emphasize enough how much I am higher than that. In fact, I'm going to put him at 32.5, and we just got our update here. These assists are just asinine. Now, there's a little bit more benefit, I believe, if you're on Underdog, to going and seeing kind of what that double-double line is, and we don't carve those out right now in our tools. So our tools right now are specified towards points plus assists, PRA. I'm a fan of everything. If you put them at 31.5 minutes, which I think is kind of on the moderate side, like I'm serious when I say that, like, the entire game is in play. I'd set it at like 15, 20%, but like 40 minutes could potentially be on the table. With no Vince Williams Jr. there, the equation has changed. We saw 2 back-to-back 48-minute situations before Vince Williams got activated, and then they were able to go to him. Without him on the floor, we've got 1.05x, so minus 110. It's actually a little bit better than that. I'm not going to pull my pick'em calculator up because every time I do, my browser starts freaking out, which is fine when I'm in the comfort of my own home. Less ideal when we're on a stream. So 1.5x is also 1.05x is the double-double. So we're obviously going to the assists to start things off with Isaiah Collier, something that you could bet individually. I went to the double-double from a betting perspective. Plus 145 you're able to get right now. Plus 144 at FanDuel currently. All of that looks really good to me. So wanted to start our program off with him because I am happy. We're going to pull up some of these other ones then too, what Holiday's rebound rate looks like with Clingan and Williams. You were here for the first 5 seconds of my video, I hope, because literally was saying that we're probably going to some unexpected humans if we get Clingan and Robert Williams both out for this one. So first guy added, Isaiah Collier. Again, this is one of those things where if you change the minutes and you have a read that might differ from where the projections are at, I just don't believe 26 and a half is an appropriate minutes allotment. Put him up to 31 and a half. I'm very happy. 78% model win in that kind of allotment. One of the highest assist rates you could ever ask for on planet Earth. All things look good through Christ who strengthens him. Let's do next up on the board. Let's go into that situation that I brought up on the onset. Clingan and Robert Williams. Robert Williams has not been playing crazy amounts of minutes. So obviously the priority here is Donovan Clingan and what we believe is going to happen with a guy who's posting a 97th percentile defensive rebound rate and 99th percentile offensive rebound rate. Jeremy Grant, this is just insane how bad he's been rebounding. This is your 4 for today. This is the guy playing the 4. This is another horrendous rebounder in Sissoko who's going to potentially play more minutes. Kamara, more neutral. But now is where we get to the Scoot Henderson or Drew Holiday type conversation. And Drew Holiday, better offensive rebound rate, defensive rebound rate, not all that good, but price and probability at the end of the day. What are we looking at in terms of rebounds? So we're going to just pull up the Portland-Chicago spot. Look at some of the top bets that exist here right now in the pick'em streets. Vic Krejci, Tamani Kamara, 3-pointers for Tamani Kamara. A little bit surprising to me there, but I want to look at the individual players because we're kind of specifically looking at this. Rebounds are at 4.9 here on the side of Drew Holiday. I assume we get at least one of Robert Williams or Donovan Clingan ruled out. And if you get Clingan out, everybody looks ridiculous. That 4.5 that we've currently got that's projected at 4.9, that goes up. That goes up pretty heftily. In fact, I'm just going to take the rebound rate and give it 2 little taps. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. We're talking about it being the best play just by a rate change, a slight rate change to Drew Holiday at 5.5. It's my favorite play to be getting to on the Portland side right now, something that I think we can take a little bit of advantage of. Chris Murray is horrendous, unpredictable, and already at 5.5, a little bit nerfed. So as I was working through this situation, Scoot Henderson, I ended up deciding to keep off to some extent, even though there's a part of me that thinks Scoot Henderson off the bench, they're going to ramp it up and play more minutes alongside of him, that being alongside of Mr. Drew Holiday. And do you want to pull this up too? So we have all the tools, including me. I'm a tool. Phrasing. Wasn't here for the first 5 seconds. How could you? How could you, sir? How could you? Competitive spot last time against Minnesota. Shout out my boy Jaden McDaniels. Useful, Melody. Useful. Oh no. It's going crazy. It's going crazy. My entire browser just went haywire on me. You guys are seeing that? Spacing out, going nuts. All right. I got to leave and come back. Hang on. All right. We are back. We are back. But you know what? Oh, hi, Duke. You can lay down. You can lay down. It's going to all be okay. Dad's just mad at technology again. I'm ready for MLB too. I'm extremely ready for MLB. But I'm extremely ready for today. I think we have a lot of edge in our favor today. Not only because of the plays that we've already made, because of the plays we're going to make as well. Browser did not like pulling up the rotations either today. Man, it's just weird. It's just when I go into StreamYard and do the thing, it's okay. It's going to be all right. Yeah, everybody say hi to Duke. Hey, Dukey boy. I own a bear. I own an actual bear. It's okay. You gotta lay down. Let's get back to it, shall we? Damn, where is the Nightbot? Nightbot would be useful. Nightbot would be helpful for all of the things. But anyway. All right. We got this back up. Josh Giddey. Looking a little bit better. I mean, only 25 and change minutes. I get worried about the Josh Giddey minutes. We obviously shorted his 28.5 PRA the other day. It was kind of a bright spot in a dim world elsewhere, but I was pretty happy about that situation. I really think it's Rob Dillingham and some of these other guys that are going to benefit the most. And one of those pieces, if you just go, because I'm 100% origination right now, and obviously going a little bit more origination centric for this show and for what I'm doing personally, because, well, those tend to have much higher edges. If you go, watch this. Let's just go to the 100% market. Still edges, but projection and being more spot on with the minutes and having the models that we've curated for years and years and years and years and years here at Stokastic, and having the best dev team and having everybody in charge of being able to, again, there are times like Isaiah Collier where you might be seeing something that isn't being shown or that isn't showing up in our data, and you can disagree and be able to tweak it directly on screen. But overall, I really like this for the Pick'em Streets because we're going to find more long-term edges that are very useful to us. But Rob Dillingham is going to play a lot more. We still got Jaden Ivey out. We still have Patrick Williams out. We still have Simons out. We still have Jalen Smith out. But the two who matter the most, Ivey and Simons. Colin Sexton played a little bit more, but overall, Trey Jones, Rob Dillingham, Colin Sexton's like playing the three. They'll slide Bazelis over. I mean, it is a joke how bad Chicago is at the moment. And yet they're only 4.5-point dogs in this spot. So the Josh Giddey minutes maybe have a little bit more of room to accentuate. Talked about him a little bit yesterday. I think that there's ways that we can maybe mine something out there, but overall, I'm kind of focused in on Rob Dillingham, who I think is more the beneficiary to get to double digits. Pretty useful. In fact, we can look at usage. It's got a PvP stats. So looking at this for Chicago, we should do it by player. I don't know what I'm doing by player. That's really what matters more. Chicago. God, they've had so many guys on the team this year. You don't normally get a list that is this crazy. I'll point that out. I don't even see him listed right now. Is he even on the Chicago side right now? Am I taking crazy pills? There he is. Good Lord. So overall, 0% usage in 59 seconds. Yeah, that's going back to his Clipper days, or his Timberwolves days. I should know. He was on my team, but 23 and 24 minutes here. I think we're going to see a little bit more Rob Dillingham going forward, and the usage so far as a Chicago Bull, north of 20% in 4 of his last 5 of his last 7. I care more about the opportunities that we're getting for him to shoot. If you look at some of his field goal attempts from 2, 7, 5, 2, 3, 10 from 3, not the most noted three-point shooter by any means, mid-range guy. Probably why at 6'1", if he's not a great defender, he's not finding a lot of court time in the NBA on teams that are trying to win basketball games. But I really like the idea of getting ourselves to some Rob Dillingham, as do our projections. And so looking at him as an add-on here for the underdog side of things with my boy Collier, Dillingham. Anybody watch Survivor 50 yesterday? I got to watch that tonight. I didn't get to watch it live. F it, we won't do it live. Rob Dillingham. Good times. So we got Dillingham, we got Collier. And I'm looking at the Josh Giddey type number, but this Jalen Green one is almost interesting enough as well. It's a better market projection on it. The market's a little bit more in our favor there than what it is even on the Dillingham play. But I prefer the Dillingham one just simply because, again, those minutes are going to be going slowly creeping up. And I very much want to be paying attention to that. Bryce Sensabaugh rebounds. I am on the inverse of that. So that's good to know. Good times are going to be had by all. How about we go into Jonathan Kuminga in Atlanta, shall we? I think this is probably a good time to break down Atlanta, where the players play and they ride on them things like every day, except for today, which is what I was hoping for and we talked about on the show last night. But we're almost done with our first of our cards. I mean, I guess we could roll out just Rob Dillingham and Isaiah Collier in one. Done. I'll save that one. $10 on that. Just 0.1 units as we go through on each one of these. I just want to get quantity and quality. But Jonathan Kuminga, I don't expect to start. I don't think anybody really across the industry does. But Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Zachary Reese, we might have to reassess that. Brought up Kispert is more likely. Gabe Vincent would be like if they really wanted to go line changes with Mo Gay, but I doubt it. It just seems a little bit strange to me. Oh yeah, Drew Holiday. So Drew Holiday rebounds is on the PrizePicks card, for what it's worth. He's at 0.81x over on Underdog for the time being, but Drew Holiday is going to be on the PrizePicks card. We're going to build them both simultaneously as we go. Drew Holiday, 4.5 rebounds there, waiting in the wings. I'm going to X out of this other stuff too. Oh no. All right. Feel good about the work we're doing here. We're going to share this. Reuse picks. So we've got that there. I'm going to make a 3-pick though to kind of round that out, and a 3-pick for the PrizePick side of things as well. But not that hard to be able to find some plays as we're going down the line. Jonathan Kuminga, 18.5 points. Pretty healthy number for him, but if you remove Naw from the equation, that obviously boosts up. And considering it's Washington on the other side, I can't imagine we want to get ourselves intertwined with too much here that is in the negative light. But that's where I want to point out the rebounds number looks redonkulous. You take Jalen Johnson off the floor. Guys, the guy's averaging like a triple-double, just short of a triple-double this season. Everything about Jalen Johnson getting removed everybody look nuclear. 27.8% defensive rebound rate, 33.5% assist percentage. I mean, just dumb stuff. Really, really dumb stuff. And as we're changing rates, the one thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to give more usage. So the points per minute rate going to have to go up. And obviously we could go up and we can change it to the baseline if for some reason something changes and we don't, like if Naw plays, if Reese plays. But I'm also going to point this out. I think the rebounds plus assists is not a terrible add in addition. Sometimes I'll split exposure for it. I like the rebounds aspect of it, but one thing I'm not sure about, Dyson Daniels sharing a floor with Jonathan Kuminga. If Jonathan Kuminga is going to be on ball more, I still think Daniels looks ridiculous. I mean, that's why he went from 5.5 to 6.5. It's very sad because we had to make that play last night in order to make that a thing, and the second half card got obliterated. But Jonathan Kuminga is surely a centerpiece for Atlanta going forward. This is a guy that they want to give minutes to and couldn't have had a better debut in a million years in that last game. But in terms of assist rate, I don't know where he's going to land. Over the course of this season, when he's played, he's been pretty good in that department. I mean, these are his expected numbers. These were his actual numbers. 16.7% assist percentage isn't zero. It's the highest of his career, but that makes sense based on how shitty things were going early on. And then he got completely enveloped, only played 21 games, so a pretty small sample size relative to other guys that we've got. I don't hate the idea of, if you remove Noah from the equation, potentially adding rebounds plus assists as well. But right now, we have definitely got the featured piece being the rebound side. A little bit higher model win percentage. And yeah, don't really have to tango with anything points related here at the moment. Don't really want to. If he comes off the bench, still a chance that he's keeping pretty muted minutes. So I wanted to bring that one up because Jonathan Kuminga, I think, also very intriguing for our card. One of the best plays on the board for today. No question. Let me check in on some questions and stuff too as we're going here. Drew rebounds, part of the card, brought that up. Think that's very interesting. How do you feel about Brandon Williams over 4.5 assists? Well, my feelings are irrelevant unless it's like somebody who's vomit inducing. I don't know. Jonathan Isaac taking it under 3.5 points. I don't know. That's kind of vomit inducing, but I think it's the right side of it. Jalen Suggs questionable. That would be a whole thing. But Brandon Williams, this entire team, this entire game is just silliness. It's pure silliness. Let's look individually. Brandon Williams hasn't been in the starting unit here. Not expected to start. Looks like the unders kind of our preferred route for it right now. It's just such a disturbing basketball team and a disturbing game. Not that I'm above trying to fire stuff up there by any means, but Najee Marshall, Brandon Williams, we've currently got starting over Tyus Jones. I don't think that's a foregone conclusion. I guess that's Basketball Monster. Sorry. That's not our data, which I can pull up here over on this side. Got him starting. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, it's probably a stay away from me, more than likely. 6.3% EV, pretty close to someone in play there. I mean, we only have him at 23.8 minutes. Is that right? Yeah, we've got a low minutes number on him. If he starts, that's got some volatility to it. I mean, I definitely don't think it's in the 29-minute realm. I think that's a pretty aggressive projection, and you definitely want to be on the over there, but points plus rebounds is close. Yeah, there's not a lot from Brandon Williams that's really showing out for me, so going to be tough to be firing up in any way, shape, or form. Nolan McClain, yeah. Yikes. Pretty darn good at baseball. He's going to be pretty good. Parlay for fun, Kobe White over assists. Colby White over rebounds. Oh, so I'm assuming same guy. Jarris Walker over assists. Jarris Walker over rebounds. Interesting. Okie dokie. You're welcome. I want to point out to you, though, these minutes on these tanking teams are so fragile. And the minutes are really what we're focused in on. What I'm focused on the most night before is getting this number as accurate as I possibly can. It's so hard to know. They've got enough guys between, AJ Johnson, Tyus Jones, Najee Marshall plays a lot of point forward, even though he's playing gobs of minutes for no reason. Oh, it's such a disturbing spot to try to find anything. Devin Carter's kind of interesting to me in some ways, but I don't think I'm going to pull the trigger on it when it's all said and done. I'm usually looking for reasons to not bet something, as opposed to like Collier, where I'm more than happy to die on that hill that Vince Williams is underutilized right now across the board everywhere. Underutilized. Let's look at some of these top bets here. Let's refresh this. See what we can get at the top of our board here. So Josh Giddey, 6. When you get to some of these numbers, 69% model win percentage, probably not the guy in Josh Giddey that you want to have with that number next to it. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. It's actually a little bit better play over on Underdog right now at minus 110. Actually, no, that's not true. We're getting the whole half. So Josh Giddey, this 25.2 minutes in a competitive spot against Portland. I think there's 28 potential, but more than likely Chicago's just looking at muting anybody who's doing any kind of meaningful basketball. And that's where Rob Dillingham utility comes in. I don't probably want to take an over with Josh Giddey in addition to an over with Rob Dillingham. Just feels like you're threading a very specific needle, even though both are obviously projected to go over and can definitely both go over. I'd prefer not to put them in the same card. Probably would put them on opposite cards of each other. Let's look at Brooklyn, shall we? Everybody loves Brooklyn, right? No? Noah Clowney. Oh my. I really like this for the PrizePicks side of things. Noah Clowney, I do this just kind of for like the overhead view. It's just more fun to share on screen for stuff. But Noah Clowney, his actual numbers here for the season, talking a 9.4% assist percentage. Not great. Not even the best rebounder on planet Earth by any means. And there are lots of Brooklyn pieces that they can go to that are similar positions. Danny Wolf, they haven't gone to like sharp Claxton stuff, but Agbaji can slide in there. They could play MPJ at the 3/4. This is just, Zaire Williams, Jalen Wilson, if they want to dust them off as well. I just don't love Noah Clowney rebounds and assists today. I mean, I like shorting it. I actively like shorting the combination of the two. I'm going to stay away from the assists here purely because at 1.5, you're talking about it's like betting some 3-pointers on guys that are basically coin flip situations, but being in a minus 122 situation. So I'll take the combination of minutes downside. The true odds are at minus 123, so that massively beats minus 115 from a market-based perspective. We're going to put Noah Clowney with Drew Holiday. Holiday, celebrate. We're going to have a good time today. All I do is research on a daily basis. His assists are there too. 6.5 rebounds plus assists. Big number, nice EV. And again, always nice. I always like the feeling of knowing that from a market-based perspective, I'm beating it just from a top-down approach as well. In addition to our 100% origination that we got rocking, which is bottom up. Bottom up, bottom up. Wemby points plus rebounds. We'll get into that. Lindy is back. Let's go, big dog. Yep, PrizePicks. We got 2 of them now. We got Clowney. We got Drew. We got to get one more. We got to get one more for the people. Because, again, we're doing it live. And I am going to put that come bucket rebounds one together as well. Dude, it is so wild. That pays 7.3x. Dillingham, Collier, and Kuminga. I know those are all hires. Can it get much higher? I really don't care. It's just funny how from an origination standpoint, you tend to get on more overs because a lot of those unders are just coming top down, people coming in, which can be effective. I admit it, I'm lost. Post it, please. I will post it. I'm going to post it over on Tails for the people, which, again, we pull up Odd Shopper. we click on, oh, I clicked on the portfolio view. I didn't mean to do that, but you know what? It's right here. So we can click on tails, and it's going to post to tails here in a second. Remember, I am limited on PrizePicks, so that is hurtful to me. Underdog, I can do whatever I want, which, you know, again, I have made some calculated stands, a time or two. Bryce Sensabaugh, yeah, I'm on the opposite side of that one. I think these minutes could end up looking different, even though Bryce Sensabaugh went out and won a game against Miami by himself. And I think since then, I think they've had a game plan in place for when he's going nuclear. Let's go into the Jalen Green against the Lakers 6.5. So obviously we don't have a ton of sample size for him this season. Got the late start and then, you know, was dinged up, and that's kind of all she wrote. But one thing about the Suns, they don't exactly play at some nuclear pace, sitting 24th in the NBA as such. And then in terms of assist rate, you go to like the 4 factors, or you go to the miscellaneous, opposition assist percentage. The Lakers, they've been giving up more assists, I know, this season. Yeah, 21st here at the moment, but the whole point of the matter is Colin Gillespie exists. And some of the on-off court data that you go through, we're going to have that available on Stochastic shortly. So get your popcorn ready. We got ourselves Phoenix. Where is it? There we go. Jalen Green. 21%. Starting to get to a place where I'm all right leaving that off. Starting to get to a place where we're going to leave that off. What do we got here? Yeah, forgot Keegan and Westbrook are out. Yes. They're both out. It is wild, wild times, Michael Applegate. Tyrese Maxey and Dyson Daniels, 2-leg double parlay plus 1940. 1940, good year. I think pre-World War II. We were at peace. Luckily, Drew Holidays are on pick 6 with that. Hey, it has its minutes. It's got its moments. All right, Gillespie under 9.5 rebounds plus assists is interesting. Ooh, might have to take a look at that. And Lindy is back. Let's take a look at the. I'm just like taking requests, I'm like playing the hits. I'll take a look at the Wemby one because a lot of people had asked about Wemby earlier. I like his threes. I'll probably put that. You know, oh shit, that went to minus 122. It was at 2 for a while. 5.1% minus 102. God, why did I have to do that? Why did I have to pull that up? Shit. They did a really good job of limiting his minutes on the back-to-back. He played almost that whole fourth quarter, brought it up last night, but thought there was a planet where, you know, they were just being concerted on the back-to-back to make sure that they had him available for both. And they did a fantastic freaking job of it. When you're 7'4", you handle the basketball, and you're built like Gumby, you probably need to be very careful with minutes on a guy who is maybe the greatest basketball player we're ever going to witness. All right. I got one iteration of the card in. One iteration of the card in. We're going to save this. We're going to copy this link. We're going to throw it all together now. Birds of a feather now. Is everybody having a great Thursday? Today's a great day to be great, isn't it? I think it's a great day to be great. By the way, Lindy 15, if you guys are looking in the video description box below, gives you an opportunity to check out this lovely stochastic props tool that we've been utilizing a lot. I've been utilizing it a ton in my process here recently. Had pretty decent results here as well. Hopefully we can get some pick'em hits sooner rather than later here for the people as well. That'll make me happy. Tamani Kamara double-double. I like the Drew Holiday shot a little bit more. Kind of get 2 shots at the same apple. You get the assist rate, you get the rebound rate. Kamara rebound rate really isn't all that there. Be better if the LOL bet hit. It's okay. I saw that You made me, let's see, made $50 yesterday on it. Lost $50 today. We're break even, J Mental. We're going to be just fine. Only ever 2.5 threes on PrizePicks now for whipping. There's an over. Yeah, we're going to stick to the 1.5. Don't go to the red. We don't do goblins and demons on this program. We don't do that. We don't want to do that. So let's type the little alien in. Let's type the little dog in. Live. With Lindy. Pick'em cards. Alien. Dog. 0.1 units each. Playable up to 0.25 units. Your only pick'em exposure of the day. And I said, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We'll go pick that link in. And that is all set for the people. Whew! Your boy did some work here. Let's double check and make sure this all gets posted the way that it's supposed to. Oh my God, I'm going to be able to speed up this process so much as we go to. Live with Lindy Pick'em cards. If you guys head over to Tails, if you don't follow me over on Lindy, there's so much cool stuff in the video description box below, a lot of it being free. So free, you got deals, you got a bunch of other stuff, but Live with Lindy Pick'em cards, 0.1 units each for now, playable up to 0.25. But yeah, obviously, these are the goodies. My goodies, but not my goodies. Shout out the stochastic prop tool that's been helping us along the way here for this one. And we'll start bringing in some top-down approach from my guy, J Middle K. Obviously, our odd screen has gotten exponentially better over at Odd Shopper as well. They're sibling companies. We're siblings. We fight a little less than my siblings and I, but I love my siblings. Just lesser so on some days. I think that it's most siblings. But you can't talk shit about them. I can. All right. Lindy, Precious Achua, 7.5 rebounds on bet 365. Yeah, I probably like that quite a bit. I did a power play. So doing the power play for this beauty, when you see 3, just assume that it's a power play. 99.999, actually 100% of the time. I've never played a 3 flex in my life. Never played a 3 flex. Never played a 3 flex. 3 power. We got 3 power. Look at my guy. 9.5 rebounds. You know what? We might have to carve these two together now to build out the ultimate W. Look at this. My dude, J Metal K, put in that work, Devin. Don't give up. Let's do a special collab, shall we? On the fly. I'm going to do that. I'm going to come. Two and a half rebounds. Chris Murray. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Chris Murray rebounding situation today. I think it's a little inflated. I am with you there. And Colin Gillespie. Not that he isn't a beautiful human being. More attractive than the average man, I would say. No Diddy. Oh, on the fly. Oh, Clowney. Did we just ruin Clowney? Clowney's gone for me. Yeah, we just torched that under. That was such a dumb line. 6.5. Not even letting us short it anymore. These bastards. You know what? Screw it. We get to add one more play. I get to add one more play. Where's Kuminga at on PrizePicks right now with the rebounds plus assists? I said I wanted to add it. I was going to add it over here where obviously underdog, you can get a better payout for it. Yeah, I'd prefer if Underdog and PrizePicks both have it available. We should never play it on PrizePicks. Just shouldn't. I hate to say that out loud. I hate to be that guy. But remember, you're getting 3.5x and 6.5x now on Underdog, where our capability, we're only playing 3-pick cards or 5 and 6 on the PrizePick side. There are no scenarios where straight up, I'm going to play a card that has the same thing available over here. You have to understand why. You really should. You have to be sensitive to price. And I know that isn't like, if you had put two bets next to each other, one's plus 125, plus 150, you'd take the plus 150 one. That's kind of what this is. This is like, you're just getting better odds. So you should always be able to do it. Yeah, I saw Clowny got bumped. Clown show. Clown gone. Literally better just to play that prop elsewhere on another book versus PrizePicks. It's odd shopping with Odd Shopper. Yep, I did the thing. You did do the thing. I'm so proud of you. It makes me so happy. Let's take a look at Precious Achua, 7.5 rebounds at plus 100 for my guy Pete Shepard as well, because that's kind of my job, is to be able to be of service. Let's take a look. It's in our book, Reading Rainbow. I'm going to streamline this at some point. I'm going to get this very locked in. Yeah, I mean, I can blindly tell you looking at this, if you have plus 100 available to you, you're just playing it. Pete, just bet it. I'm going to actually find it here. Damn straight, I have a theme song for my videos now, John the Bettist. I just pulled up Discord. They do. They need to change to 3.5x. Yeah, friends, that's the Lindy and Friends Discord. Good time to bring it up. Second half, 50% off a month. You have a guy who just literally sits on his computer and his phone all the live long day, so much so that he just turns his computer on now at times and lets everybody invited into his living room, or in this case, my office, where I have a sleeping bear and golf clubs surrounding me. But you know what I really have surrounding me? Spreadsheets. The best tools in the industry at Stochastic and Odd Shopper. More spreadsheets. An opportunity for you, friends, to be able to lock in and kick it with me and make some money, honey, and put together positive EV cards on a day in, day out basis, because I'll never leave you. That's wild. Is under threes is -2. That what an abysmal play that would be. Kawhi Leonard ruled out. Are we able to take advantage of this super quick? John Collins also out. Shit. I'm going to make Chris Dunn the last piece quick. Chris Dunn, 17.5 PRA. I got it in. Chris Dunn's about to play a metric ton. Benedict Mathurin, a good play too. Oh, they got Dunn off the board as we're talking about it. Incredible stuff. Incredible. $33.5 fantasy score? Nope. That's off the board too. Sometimes you can snipe those in the moment. The moment fell right. So let's talk about what it is. So when I see a piece of news that comes in like this, obviously we are replacing Kawhi Leonard and John Collins.
Here's what I found.
Siri is Satan. Siri is actually Satan. Look at what we're replacing. Just a cool 64 minutes of court time for a bunch of goobers. God, I'm so mad I didn't take Minnesota on that side. I couldn't get a feel for what was going to happen. I really couldn't. And obviously, one of the best plays on the board all day was the assist line that is now just irrelevant. Chris Dunn did look nuclear. He was already up to 5.5 assists. That should have been a clue. Normally, I'm good at reading the clues, but for some reason, just an absolute dum-dum. Chris Dunn, yeah, if you have 17.5 PRA, you just bet that right now. Just bet it. Bet it. If it's still on the board, bet it. No matter where it is, bet it. That'd be cool. Something you kind of want to do in your life. But yeah, Yannick Koenig-Niederhauser. It's fun to say. Benedict Mathurin, obviously your big winner. He was at 20.5 points. Again, should have just been tipped off to all of these things. 5.5 rebounds for Benedict Mathurin. These things are going to come back. And yeah, this game is going to be very live to be uncompetitive. It's probably going to be unders or pass on the Clippers once they come back over to our lives. I can't imagine that I want to be doing any overs once these adjust with some of these rates. I mean, this is going to get downright freaky naughty. There's nothing that can really behoove you, benefit you there. So I'm going to finish off with my guy, DeJounte Murray, who was awesome. But he's already at 5 assists now. It's a little bit annoying to me. At 3.5 rebounds there, I thought there was a planet where he could get to like the 9 flat. I don't want to take the 9.5, obviously 9 flat, but I end up passing on him when it's all said and done. I'm going to play this as a 5-pick card. Don't have to force one more. Although, you know what? I could still find something. I could find something else. I'm not a smart man, Jenny, but I know what love is. Let's update this. See? We can't take the Dillingham when it's available on Underdog. It's already on the Underdog card. Bryce Sensabaugh. Gotta be the opposite side there. How about a 4 on Kevin Durant assists? Coming off of just some ridiculous games. It might end up being... Jalen Green one, but yeah, that's going to be Underdog only. If I want to be playing that one in any way, shape, or form. You know what? We're going to go to the Collier guy. I'm just going to plant my flag with Isaiah Collier today. Nuke of the night. Everything of the night. Isaiah Collier, man. He is really underprojected in my opinion. Can't even get his 9.5 assists anymore. Can't even get it. Rebounds, no. Oh, Collier, where are you at, bro? Get on my level. That 9.5 assists still looks freaking naughty to me. I'm telling you, I just think he plays a lot more. Sticking to the 31.5 number that I had before. Points plus assists, 25.5. It's identical on Underdog, can't play it. Identical on Underdog, won't touch it. Identical on Underdog, won't touch it. Yeah, just much better. Oh, points plus rebounds. All right. One deviation piece. We got it. We got one little, it's not even that big of an edge. I can't do it. Can't do anything with Collier over on FanDuel. Or sorry, on PrizePicks. Why did I say FanDuel? How about Durant? Paulo over 9 assists combined on. Very interesting. See, these are the kind of squares that when people bring up to me, I mean, obviously I kind of liked Durant at 4. So now we can kind of combine our two knowledgeable pieces. You know, I'm going to pull it up on Stochastic again. I've been utilizing this the whole way. I want this to kind of stay in my lane here. Paolo Banchero. Like his rebounds. Rebounds look, well, but it's identical there. .7 and 4. Yeah, I'm not going to touch it at 9. I apologize. That's pretty darn efficient. pretty darn efficient in my opinion. Man, we're over an hour kicking it. We still have 464 people watching live. I love you. I love you so much. If you're having fun, hit that like button for me. Is your card building PrizePicks and Underdog combined? Nope. I'm building a PrizePicks specific one that I'm going to post on Tails. The reason that I'm not sharing it on screen here is so that you have to go to Tails. That's what we want, is you check out the product that we're giving you free bets from. That's good. You got fined 25K, he's dropping 50 tonight. It's funny how accurate that kind of is when you say that. Like, there's so many planets where Anthony Edwards scorned is just a good thing. And in the spirit of my good friend, Ryan Putnaik, Rinpack himself, I will say this. He's a big fan of betting those kind of narratives at times. He loves to throw those out to me. And part of me cringes, but then it's amazing how it looks pretty good when it's all said and done at the end of the year. Don't force it. Yeah. See, when you force it and you try to find something else, things go very, very poorly. Very poorly. Mather and Point Ladder. Problem is that now it's going to adjust. He's going to be like 23 and a half, and we're going to all want to bludgeon our heads. Yeah. Bang. Yeah. You guys like the intro video? That's my intro video that I've got now for Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. So it's for the Lindy and Friends Discord. Would love to have you guys there. I'm only going to get better at some of that stuff, so it's going to be more fun going forward. We're going to have a lot of fun. Get some cool videos going. Technology. It doesn't have to be evil until it kills us all, but, you know, up until then, it's going to be really great and have tons of utility. Speaking of utility, let's find ourselves one more play, one more godforsaken play. For the love of God, cherish it. Why is it still in this? I'm going to refresh it up top. Take it to the top. Take it to the house. 103, just updated. Man, Josh Giddey is popping again at the 6th rebound number. Do we just eat the chalk? Do we just go that direction, or do we go the Kevin Durant direction? See, the Kevin Durant one now is now minus 110 over at, oh, it's at 4.5. Again, that's very different, but let's do that. I'm going to take Nemhard out. We'll kind of make this a combo. Giddey. Two of these halfers, these little halfers. 6 rebounds. And Durant, 4 assists. Oh, damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Jalen Green still sitting in my life, still sitting there, doing his thing, living his life because he got to know. Got Kyle Filipowski, don't you know? All look better on Underdog. See Gillespie now. Ugh. Yeah. 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 One more PrizePicks card for the people. If you guys want to combine them, obviously be checking out my guy J Metal K there as well. What a beautiful card this is. Drew Holiday, Celebrate. He makes it on both because I just love that play so much. We're going to copy that, share. What is dead may never die. Also, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is awesome. And now it's the 9 Kingdoms, which is kind of funny because just they didn't recognize that there were 2 more. I didn't know that. Thank you, Finale, for teaching me things about Game of Thrones. NBA PrizePicks 2 26 Alien. There we go. We're gonna get up to 0.25 units if you can, because limits are the devil. I should probably go eat lunch in a second. I've got live before lock in what? Just under 2 hours? Under 2 hours. 2 minutes remaining in the period. 2 minutes. What's the Drew play? Over 4.5 rebounds. So yeah, we fired this up over there. I liked the Noah Clowney one a lot. Had brought that up before, and then so did PrizePicks, like removing it from our lives. But we got ourselves 3 pick'em cards going here for tonight. Can we get a couple of these across the line and not have the one guy that I thread through everything? So Drew Holiday's the guy who's probably going to mush PrizePicks. That's good to know. But we got ourselves Dillingham, Collier, Kuminga. We got ourselves Clowney, Wemby, Drew. But obviously we're down arrow on the old Noah Clowney, and rounding it all out for the people, Kevin Durant, Josh Giddey, Drew Holiday. There are so many great props that are popping over on Underdog for right now. I'm going to be kind of isolating them for the next couple of minutes before I go in and grab lunch, mainly because I want to get a couple of more cards out for the premium Discord and get them their value of goodness and work through some of these. Oh shit, Brook Lopez is only at 12.5 points. Fuck it. That is silly. Brook Lopez, I know that they've done like this triple center, but you have no John Collins. There's going to be like overlap with him and maybe Isaiah Jackson. There's going to be some weird shit from the Clippers tonight. They don't have that many guys. Like Derrick Jones Jr. plays the 4 for them. You work through the rotations and like Giannis, but Brook Lopez and Giannis can share the floor. Isaiah Jackson not even in the rotation, even though, again, they tried the 3-person thing and whatever. But this is just going to be silly. Jordan Miller, Kobe Sanders, they're going to look pretty good. But yeah, Brook Lopez, I'm shocked to see 12.5. We might be a little heavy at 34.5, but I'm telling you, he plays a lot in these type of scenarios. You need him out there. Holy crap. Look at all of these EVs that we've got going with Underdog just having updated. Like we almost need just like a Clippers specific dialogue here. Our minutes are too low on Benedict Mathurin. That needs to get fixed. Too low. That's too low. Benedict Mathurin's going to play more than that. All right. Let's just take the Brook Lopez one, because that is too low, along with Jalen Green, which was the one I had talked about before. I don't love it. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, Kobe Sanders points. Kobe Sanders points is too low. I can tell you that right from the get-go. I might never, ever, 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 ever leave this chair. All right, we're going to put it with Collier because, again, I'm the Collier guy today. If Isaiah Collier has a bad game today, come yell at me. If he gets minutes limited for whatever reason, come yell at me today. I deserve it. I deserve all of your wrath. All right. Get that posted. Anybody else have any other questions for today? Anything? While I'm chilling? While I'm doing it? Later, y'all, my lunch break. Yeah, that's the beauty of these live streams is like, we're just sitting here betting, talking through bets, enjoying bets, betting more, finding bets, pick 'em. Again, I wanted to do pick 'em specific because I know a lot of people don't have as much content devoted to the pick 'em as what they probably want, depending on where you are. And that needs to change. All right, we got 0.25 units on this. You're my betting goat. You're the one I watch on YouTube, like my style. I appreciate you, Alec. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys choosing me to get information from, because I try to give good information and use great data. And the combination of the two with my 90s music and movie knowledge probably brings back those childhood fond memories. I'm wearing the dumbest polo. Actually, I love this polo. It's like, it just looks weird to me on camera. Collier, what prop? Also, Lindy, I can't wait for your MLB props. I can't wait either. 9.5 assists for Isaiah Collier. So, rounding it out here on this program, one more card. Refresh it, head to tails.bet/Lindy or oddshopper.com/expert-picks/experts. Lindy, that's up there in the corner. That's a mouthful, but we got ourselves one more PrizePicks card to round it all out. Collier, Lopez, Kobe Sanders, 6.82x. Again, Collier at the 1.05x. I can't tell you how silly I'm going to feel if he doesn't play a boatload tonight. I guess assists, they're still somewhat dependent on your other dudes, but Kyle Filipowski, he sucks, but he'll get you a bucket. We've got a 240 plus total in that game, 244.5. All right, it just came down to 6.5. Ooh, my CLV is dead. Oh, CLV is dead. Oh, no. 3.5 is pretty great. Yeah, MLB's, dude, the references, we're going to have so much fun. Woo, 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 Brian Woo. Jorge Lopez, 4 kids, and I got to take all of that ass to showbiz. That'll be good, too. 39.5 rebounds. I got to feel that way if he ends up playing. But yeah, Collier double-double, already bet it. So you want to be joining me on that train. You're so handsome. I might get some sex out of this deal. That's so nice. What's better in DFS, Conchar or Gay? It's going to be Gay for me. Conchar, not going to be all that appealing to me. You can play a boatload. I mean, I'm going to play some Conchar, no doubt about it. He's going to play 30 minutes probably of Conchar, but sucks. Just terrible fantasy producer. I was hoping Josh was going to talk him into fruition the other day. That would have been really, really fun. But you know what was fun? This 75-minute stream that we just got our shit down with. We got PrizePicks cards. We got underdog cards. We got 2 underdog cards, 2 PrizePicks cards. Gives me a couple of shots at the old apple here to take down some W's with you. Practice good unit allocation. Make sure that you're not overextending your bankroll in any one spot. And obviously, please gamble responsibly in general all of the time. But that's going to do it for me. I'm going to hit this sit out button, let it run for a second. But I'm Eric Lindquist. We'll see you guys back here maybe tomorrow. That'd be lovely. Best of luck in the NBA prop and pick'em streets this evening. Bye.